IKEA just dropped new prices so low that shoppers are saying, this can't be real. Some of these deals are $20 to $60 cheaper than what other stores charge, and once they're gone, you will never see them this cheap again. So let me ask you directly, when was the last time a price made you stop and say, I need this right now? Stay with me, because the final item on this list is so underpriced, so shockingly good, that people are calling it one of the best IKEA bargains in years. Let's jump into the deals you won't see at these prices ever again. 10. Tiger Fink. Tiger Organizer. 10. This is one of those IKEA finds that immediately makes you stop, because a storage organizer this sturdy and this charming almost never goes for $10 anymore. The Tiger Fink looks and feels like something that should cost 2 or even 3 times more. And that's exactly the kind of price drop people rarely get a second chance to see. It's bright, playful, surprisingly durable, and brings a sense of personality into the home. And when a simple organizer manages to make you smile, you know you're looking at something special. I watched a woman pick this up, laugh and say, okay, this one's coming home with me. And her reaction made total sense. Most storage bins look flat, dull, or flimsy. They hide clutter, but they don't add anything to the room. This one does both. It organizes toys, blankets, books, or crafts while actually giving the space a warmer, more cheerful feel. Kids love it instantly, but adults appreciate it even more because it makes a normally boring item feel intentional. Not like another plastic bin shoved into a corner. What makes this organizer such a standout deal is how unexpectedly fun and useful it is for the price. Guests see it, point at it, and say, where did you get that? And when they hear it was $10, the reaction is always surprise. It's the kind of under $10 gem that disappears fast because it strikes the perfect balance between charm, durability, and price. And if the countdown is opening with something this good, just imagine how strong the top spots are going to be. Stay with me. The next items push the you'll never see it this cheap again feeling even further. 9. IKEA Herb Saver Vertical. 7. This is one of those IKEA prices that makes you blink, because a kitchen tool this useful almost never drops to $7. Anyone who cooks knows the frustration. You buy fresh herbs, use a little, and the rest wilt in the fridge far sooner than they should. It's a tiny problem that quietly drains money week after week, especially now, when groceries cost more than ever. That's why this herb saver feels like such a win. It keeps moisture balanced inside the container, helping basil, cilantro, parsley, and other herbs last several days longer instead of dying overnight. For $7, that's real, immediate savings. What really surprises shoppers is the price gap. The same type of vertical herb keepers online, same design, same plastic, same function, sell for $18 to $22 without hesitation. But IKEA places theirs on the shelf for $7 with zero fanfare. No sale sign, no bright sticker, just a quietly underpriced product sitting there for the people lucky enough to notice. It's the kind of deal that makes you feel like you're finally getting ahead of rising food costs instead of constantly losing to them. And for anyone trying to stretch groceries further, it's one of the easiest tools to put to work. What makes this herb saver stand out now is how quickly it pays for itself. There's no learning curve, no special care needed, just fewer herbs going bad and fewer dollars going into the trash. It genuinely makes your kitchen routine easier without adding clutter or complication. And let me ask you directly, when was the last time a $7 purchase actually made a difference in your weekly cooking? If the countdown is already hitting deals this strong at number 9, what's coming next is going to feel even more unbelievable. 8. IKEA 21-piece picnic set. 10. This is one of those prices that make you stop for a second, because 21 pieces for $10 feels almost unreal in today's market. Sets like this normally land somewhere between $20 and $30, even at discount stores, so seeing it drop this low is the kind of deal you rarely get the chance to catch twice. Plates, mugs, and cutlery for $4, all bright, sturdy, and lightweight, give you more value in one box than most $10 purchases ever will. And honestly, when was the last time a single bill bought you this much practicality all at once? What shoppers appreciate most about this set is how naturally it fits into real life right now. Picnics, backyard get-togethers, road trips, camping, grandkids visiting. It handles all of it without feeling cheap or disposable. I watched a couple in the aisle read the label twice because they thought they misread the number. And that tells you everything. Real deal doesn't need a loud sign or flashing sticker. When something is genuinely underpriced, people feel it. What makes this set so valuable today is how quickly it solves a problem every household runs into eventually. Guests arrive, plans shift, or someone says we need a few more plates, and suddenly you're digging for mismatched pieces. This kit eliminates that scramble instantly with a clean, complete setup ready for any moment. And if you're already seeing deals like this here at number 8, the rest of the list is about to get even harder to believe. But hold on for just a second. Before we jump into the next deal, I need a quick favor from you. If you've already seen at least one price here that made you think, I did not expect that, go ahead and tap that like button and subscribe to Frugal Daily. We dig through every aisle so you don't waste money on things that aren't worth it. Let's go back to the list 7. Giant bamboo serving tray, 18. This is one of those IKEA prices that immediately makes you raise an eyebrow, because a tray this large and this well-finished almost never shows up at 18. The clean lines, the smooth bamboo surface, and the generous size give it the feel of something from a high-end boutique. The kind of piece you'd expect to see at $45, $60, or even $80 at home decor stores. When you set it down, it instantly adds a touch of elegance to your space. And that kind of upgrade at this price is the kind of deal shoppers rarely get the chance to see twice. It's the sort of price drop you notice immediately because it simply doesn't match the quality in your hands. And honestly, if a tray like this surfaced anywhere else for under $20, most people would assume it was a typo. I watched a woman lift this tray, angle it toward the light, and whisper, "This looks expensive." And she wasn't exaggerating. It has the kind of presence that makes any room feel more put together, whether you're using it for breakfast in bed, organizing a coffee table, carrying drinks to the porch, or turning a small corner into a mini home office setup. It's durable, it's stylish, and it's the complete opposite of the flimsy plastic trays people often end up settling for. This one feels intentional. What makes this tray stand out now is how effortlessly it gives your home a more refined look without requiring a big investment. It's a simple piece, but it changes the mood of a room instantly. Subtle, warm, and surprisingly polished. When you find a practical item that looks triple its actual price, that's a rare win these days. And if this is the kind of value you're seeing already, the next deal is even harder to believe at $20. 6. Giant pendant lamp, 20. This is one of those IKEA prices that feels almost unreal the moment you see it. A pendant lamp this large, this modern, and this clean-looking almost never appears at $20. Not now, not in any store. Lighting like this usually starts around $80 to $120. So when you spot a piece that instantly upgrades a kitchen, dining room, or home office for a fraction of that cost, you know you're looking at a price you won't see again once stock moves. It's bold, it's bright, and it gives your home that designer update without the designer bill. I watched someone in the aisle lift this lamp, look at the size, then look back at the price tag like something had to be missing. And honestly, it's hard to blame them. The shape, the finish, the scale, everything about it looks like it belongs in a staged home tour or a renovation show, not sitting at $20 in a self-serve warehouse. There's no big promotion, no flashy display, just a quietly shocking bargain waiting for anyone who knows how expensive lighting has become. What makes this lamp stand out now is how instantly it changes a room without putting pressure on your budget. Most lighting decisions feel like a tug of war. You want the look, but you don't want the hit to your wallet. This piece removes that conflict completely. It gives you the fresh, modern upgrade you want at a price that feels almost temporary, the kind of deal shoppers talk about later. And if this is what you're seeing at number 6, the rest of the list is about to push the "I've never seen it this cheap" feeling even further. 5. Vintage LED outdoor lantern, 20. This is one of those IKEA finds that makes you pause, because a lantern with this level of design almost never shows up at $20 anymore. The rustic metal frame, warm LED glow, and classic shape make it look like something from a $120 outdoor decor catalog, not a budget store shelf. And that's what makes it feel like a price you won't see again once this batch is gone. It brings instant atmosphere to any outdoor space, turning patios and porches into places you actually want to slow down in. A little while ago, I watched neighbors hosting a small outdoor dinner, and these lanterns were the first thing everyone commented on. They gave off that soft, cozy light that makes conversations stretch well past sundown. When the host finally said, "They're from IKEA, $20, people were stunned. The new versions out right now look even better. Sturdier metal, safer for outdoor use, and battery-powered so you can place them anywhere without dealing with outlets or cords. What makes this lantern stand out is how effortlessly it creates a high-end look without requiring a high-end budget. It adds warmth, charm, and a sense of calm to your outdoor moments, morning coffee, evening unwinding, family get-togethers, all without spending a fortune. And if you're already feeling impressed by what $20 gets you here, the next item is stepping into a whole different level of value. 4. Lack. Table updated real wood. Look, 17. This is one of those rare IKEA prices that catches you off guard immediately. For $17, you're getting a version of the lack table that looks completely different from the one most people remember. Instead of that basic flat finish, this new update has a warm, textured surface that actually resembles real wood. The kind of look that other stores charge $50 to $70 for without blinking. When you see it in person, it's hard not to wonder how a table that looks this polished is selling for under $20. I watched someone lift one off the shelf, glide their hand across the top, and say, "This looks like it belongs in a model home." And honestly, that reaction makes perfect sense. The upgraded finish gives any room a more intentional, finished feel. Whether you're updating a bedroom, a living room corner, or even a small home office, it blends in effortlessly, looks far more expensive than it is, and has that clean modern vibe shoppers love. And for $17, it's the definition of a quiet steal. What makes this table stand out now is how unexpectedly premium it looks without asking you to stretch your budget. It's familiar but elevated, simple but noticeably better. And it's the kind of deal that tends to disappear fast once people realize how underpriced it really is. If this is the quality we're seeing here, the remaining items are only going to get more impressive, especially the next one. 3. New green utility cart. 20. This is one of those IKEA deals that genuinely makes you stop because carts like this almost never drop below $35 to $45 anywhere else. Seeing a brand new utility cart in a fresh, modern green sitting at $20 feels like one of those prices you simply won't see again once it's gone. And that's exactly why shoppers who know value grab this one fast. It's rare to find something this functional, this sturdy, and this stylish at such a low cost, especially now when almost everything feels more expensive month after month. What makes this cart stand out is how naturally it fits into real life. I watched someone pull it off the shelf and say, "This is going next to my desk the second I get home." And that reaction made complete sense. It rolls smoothly, holds more than you expect, and fits into the places where clutter builds up the quickest. Bathrooms, kitchens, bedrooms, laundry corners, craft areas, even garages. It's the kind of item that quietly solves problems you've lived with for years. And it does it without taking up space or looking like plastic junk. The reason this earns the number 3 spot is simple. It delivers long-term usefulness at a price that feels almost temporary. It's practical without being plain, attractive without being expensive, and flexible enough to move from one room to another as your needs change. When a solid utility cart drops to $20, that's the kind of price you don't expect to see twice. And if this much value is hitting at number 3, item 2 is going to feel even more unbelievable. 2. USB LED dimmable lamp. $199. This is the kind of price you simply don't see anymore. A flexible, dimmable LED lamp for $199 feels almost impossible in today's market, especially when similar portable lights at office stores and online retailers run anywhere from $8 to $15. Seeing this for under $2 makes you stop and think, there's no way this price lasts. And honestly, it probably won't. A tool this useful for such a low price perfectly explains the title of the video. It's the kind of deal that almost never comes around. What makes this tiny lamp so appealing is how many everyday situations it solves. Need extra light while working on your laptop? Plug it in. Reading before bed without bothering your spouse? It's perfect. Traveling and need something small that fits in a carry-on? Done. It bends, folds, and adjusts without any fuss. And here's the part that hits home for so many people. Everyone has needed just a little extra light at some point. At a desk, in a hallway, in a garage, or even during a power flicker. It's the kind of item you don't realize you needed until it fixes a problem instantly. This earns the number 2 spot because it's rare to find practicality at a price that feels almost symbolic. Less than $2 for a tool that genuinely improves convenience around the home. It's not a throwaway gadget. It's something that quietly becomes part of your daily routine. And when you see a deal this low, this functional, and this unlikely to return, you know number 1 has to be extraordinary. Get ready because the final item on this list is the one that stops people in their tracks. 1. New can dispenser. Organizer for fridge. 10. This is the kind of deal that proves exactly why this countdown exists. A brand new fridge can dispenser, the type of organizer that stores normally sell for $35 to $45, sitting at $10 is almost unbelievable. It automatically pushes cans forward so everything stays neat, visible, and perfectly lined up, and it gives your fridge that clean, satisfying look everyone secretly wants. And let's be honest, when was the last time you saw a premium-style organizer drop this low? This is the kind of price that doesn't repeat once it's gone. The first time I saw it, I actually whispered, "Oh, that's genius," because it solves a problem we all deal with. Cans piling up in strange corners, rolling around, getting lost behind leftovers, and constantly needing to be restacked. This dispenser feeds them forward like a tiny vending machine. Soda, sparkling water, energy drinks, anything you store. It's simple, it's smart, and it instantly upgrades your fridge without requiring you to reorganize your entire kitchen. That's the kind of convenience people over 50 appreciate more than anyone because it's not just clever, it's practical. What earns this organizer the #1 position is the perfect combination of value, design, and rare pricing. It's super visual, super useful, and looks like something pulled straight from a specialty home organization section, but at a third of the normal cost. When shoppers see the $10 tag, the reaction is always the same. This is the one, I need this now. And they're right. Deep down, everyone loves that satisfying fridge moment, and this is the cheapest, easiest way to get it. IKEA didn't just release a good deal. They released the kind of deal you may never see this cheap again. Before you go, tell me, which item are you grabbing first? I'd love to hear it in the comments. And if you want even bigger savings, don't leave yet. Go watch the video on screen about the 10 new Costco items that are blowing up the internet right now. That one will save you even more than today's list. See you there.